Alex Eala gets glowing tribute from former British number 1 as expectations rise. Alex Eala's rise up the tennis ladder is continuing with her impressive run at the Indian Wells Open, pushing her towards the top 20 of the WTA rankings for the first time in her career. Eala made it through to the fourth round in the WTA 1000 tournament for the first time as she got past Coco Gauff after the American was forced to retire due to injury, with Eala now emerging as one of the most popular players in the women's game. The hype around the Filipina star started to gather momentum when she reached the semifinals of the Miami Open last March, beating Iga Swiatek in the last 8 of that run. Now she is building her career at a steady pace, with former British number 1 Greg Rusedski suggesting she could be a huge asset for the women's game. Speaking on the latest edition of his Off Court with Greg Rusedski podcast, the 1997 U.S. Open runner-up lavished praise on the 20-year-old who has already built up a huge following in her short time at the top of the game. "She's a good lefty, moves exceptionally well, and she competes incredibly well," said Rusedski. "The movement is there, the firepower is getting better, and it's a gradual build-up in her career. I like the way she thinks tactically. She's very astute out there, and for all the pressure and expectation that are on her shoulders, she's finding a way to push through. Eala is great for the women's tour." Eala spoke about how she deals with pressure after her win over Gauff, as she insisted she can block out the expectations building around her. "There is no technique that I use specifically," she said, when asked about dealing with pressure. "I think I have gained certain experience over the years of how to handle these high-pressure situations. Of course, it's taken up a notch when you're playing big players and when you're playing on big courts. So it's a learning experience for me. What I try to do is just focus on the next thing. I try not to think of the bigger picture. I focus on what I can control." Eala's popularity has not gone unnoticed by potential sponsors, with big money offers now coming her way. That will almost certainly inflate if her rise up the rankings continues at its present rate, with her fanbase already making her one of the most high-profile players on the WTA Tour. The rising star, Alex Eala, and the growing expectations of a tennis prodigy. In the ever-evolving world of tennis, new stars emerge each year, capturing the imagination of fans and reshaping the future of the sport. One of the most exciting young talents making waves today is Alex Eala, a 20-year-old Filipino sensation whose remarkable performances and fearless playing style have attracted global attention. Her recent achievements, combined with praise from tennis legends and experts, have elevated expectations surrounding her career. Among those who have recognized her immense potential is former British number 1 Greg Rusedski, who delivered a glowing tribute to the young star. As Eala continues to rise through the ranks, she symbolizes not only personal success but also the growing influence of tennis in countries where the sport has traditionally received less attention. Early dreams and determination. Every great athlete begins with a dream, and for Alex Eala, that dream started in the Philippines. Growing up in a nation where basketball and boxing dominate the sporting landscape, Eala chose a different path. From an early age, she showed exceptional talent and determination, setting her sights on becoming a world-class tennis player. Recognizing her potential, she moved to Spain at just 13 years old to train at the prestigious Rafael Nadal Academy, founded by the legendary Rafael Nadal. This bold decision required courage and sacrifice. Leaving her home country and family behind, Eala dedicated herself entirely to developing her skills. The Academy's world-class coaching and competitive environment helped her refine her technique, build mental toughness, and learn the discipline required to succeed at the highest level of tennis. Breakthrough moments. Eala's breakthrough came in the junior circuit, where she quickly established herself as one of the most promising young players in the world. She reached the world number 2 junior ranking and made history by winning the junior title at the U.S. Open in 2022, becoming the first Filipino to win a junior Grand Slam singles title. This victory was more than just a personal milestone. It represented a historic moment for Philippine tennis and inspired countless young athletes in the country. Suddenly, tennis fans across Asia and beyond began paying attention to the rising Filipino star. Her transition from junior success to the professional circuit was not easy. Like many young players, Eala faced intense competition from experienced professionals. However, she continued to improve steadily, gaining valuable experience on the international stage. A breakout run on the professional tour. One of the most significant turning points in Eala's professional career came during the Miami Open, where she stunned the tennis world with a sensational run to the semifinals as a wild card. During that remarkable journey, she defeated several high-profile players, including Iga Swiatek and Madison Keys. These victories demonstrated that Eala was not merely a promising youngster but a genuine contender capable of competing with the best players in the world. Her fearless attitude, tactical intelligence, and ability to perform under pressure quickly made her one of the most talked-about players on the women's tour. The momentum from that performance carried into the following season. At the prestigious Indian Wells Open, Eala produced another impressive performance by reaching the fourth round, marking her best result at a WTA 1000 event. During that tournament, she advanced after her match against Coco Gauff ended due to Gauff's injury retirement, further strengthening Eala's position among the rising stars of women's tennis. Praise from Greg Rusedski. As Eala's reputation grew, prominent figures in the tennis world began offering their opinions about her potential. Among them was former British number 1 Greg Rusedski, who spoke highly of the young Filipino star. Rusedski praised Eala's movement, competitiveness, and tactical intelligence, describing her as a player with the qualities needed to succeed at the highest level. He noted that Eala is a good lefty, who moves exceptionally well on the court and competes with remarkable determination. According to Rusedski, her game is steadily developing, with increasing power and strategic awareness that make her a valuable addition to the women's tour. Such recognition from an experienced professional carries significant weight. Rusedski's comments reflect a growing belief among experts that Eala could become one of the sport's leading players in the coming years. Handling pressure and expectations. With success comes pressure, and Eala is well aware of the expectations that now surround her career. As the first Filipino player to achieve many of her milestones, she carries the hopes of an entire nation. Yet, despite the spotlight, she remains calm and focused. Eala has explained that she deals with pressure by concentrating on what she can control during a match. Rather than thinking about rankings or public expectations, she focuses on the next point and the immediate challenge ahead. This mindset reflects a maturity beyond her years. Many young athletes struggle with the psychological demands.